Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. For today's project, I have a fun Valentine's Day themed project for you, and we're going to make conversation hood ornaments. So I'm going to do two different methods. One is fill this with paint, and then we'll put a conversation, one of those typical conversations on it with vinyl. And you can find my file where I wrote out a few of the conversation sayings that I'm going to cut with my Cricut and then apply. You could use those, you could do other things as well. And then I'm going to do one of them with glitter. I don't have a lot of good pastel glitter, glitter. So I'm going to use this red one, I think. And you need to use the extra fine glitter. And then with that, you'll need some polyacrylic, and I like the clear gloss for this. I also put it in a little bottle so it'll be easier to pour, and I still have some left. We'll see if that's enough to cover one. And hopefully it's still good too, because it sat for a little bit. So we'll test all that out. But if not, we can open up my new container of it here. So I did do glitter ornaments for a cat and a unicorn in my Christmas themes, but I never did a video on it. So that's why I want to do one of the hoods as glitter, just to show you how to do that in an actual video. But if you just want the write-up, which has a lot of good information, as well as the file for like the cat and the unicorn, you can head to my website, and I'll also try to link that down below in the description. And then I really liked this pink polish and this purple, just nice pastel-y colors for my other two. So I know some people have trouble with cracking in the paint, so we'll test that out, see if I have that issue. I know people say it's best to get new paint and really shake it up before using it, and that helps with the cracking. And then I've also heard if you put some rubbing alcohol in one, swish it all around, let it dry, and then add your paint, that kind of helps that paint attach to the plastic sides, which also helps with that not cracking. So I'm going to do one with alcohol, one without, and see our results. Oh, and then some Dixie cups are also needed because we need to drain it. So we'll put the paint in, cover it all around, put it upside down in a Dixie cup, let it all drain out. When it stops draining, then it should be good to go, but make sure it's fully dry before you put your little cap guy back on. And then we'll put our vinyl. For glitter, when the polyacrylic starts to become transparent, that's when you know it's good to then add your glitter. And then again, let it fully dry before we put our cap back on, and then we'll put our vinyl over it. I know typically conversation hoods have red writing on them. I like gold. I think the gold would look prettier, but the more traditional is the red, so we'll see what I decide to do. We'll start with just putting the alcohol in this one so it has time to dry out. Just swirling it around to make sure it coats everything. And we'll put it upside down and set that off to the side. I should have showed you this before I opened it, but I just use a flathead screwdriver to take the top off, and then to make sure it's sealed so it doesn't go bad, I'll use a hammer to hammer it down. I should put this in a funnel and put it in, but it'll be just a little messy. That was way more than we needed. That's okay. Can actually pour some of that back in, but we will just rotate it, and you can see how it's covering. So it's a little cloudy now. Once this is clear, then we know that it is good to add our glitter. So I'm going to set this in my cup to drip out the excess. Close this up and move on to our paint one. So let's go ahead and do the purple in this ornament. The other one has, so that means the pink one will be the one that had the rubbing alcohol in it. And if you can kind of try to get it on different, oh, I just missed, different sides, it'll kind of help. Let me clean that up here first. Alright, what I was trying to say here is, now it's all there at the bottom. If you squirt some around the edges, it won't take as long to rotate. Paint does move slow, so just be patient. Rotate it until it covers everything. If you put more paint down, then you just kind of waste more paint. So it just depends. Do you want to waste a little bit more paint or a little bit more time? I'm just going to keep rotating this till I get everything covered. It's kind of hard for you to see, and it's a slow process, so I won't make you sit through this. Also, on a side note, so this one kind of fell a little bit, so I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit of that polyacrylic that's stuck in that little part of the hood. So really make sure it's on straight and doesn't do that slip, so it doesn't get stuck there, that it'll come out. It's more so with these hood shapes and odd shaped ones with the circles. You don't typically have that problem. But as you can see, it's a lot clearer now. There's still just a little streaks, so probably by the time I finish this purple paint one, we'll be ready to add glitter to this one. Now let's do a pink one. This is the one with the rubbing alcohol that was put in it. And we're just going to do the same thing. Now, as you can see, this looks pretty clear, so I think we are ready to add our glitter. And I like putting paper down, because that's way more glitter than we need, and we can empty it back in. Now we'll set that one aside to dry as I clean up this mess. Here's what our purple one's looking like. And it is still dripping out there, so we'll leave that to dry. And there is our pink one. It's looking good and dripping dry. So we'll let those continue to dry overnight, and then we'll add our glitter tomorrow. So here's all the beautiful ornaments finished after drying. The glitter one looks fantastic. If you ever missed a spot with the glitter, you could always put some more polyacrylic, let it drip out, glitter, just to do a second layer if you needed, but I think that looks good. And then here is the purple that we put the paint directly in. And I think it looks good, except for this one random spot. It just, I don't know, somehow it missed that little spot right there. But that's all right, we'll just put it in the back. You could also just put a little bit of extra paint in to cover that. And interesting enough, when I tried the rubbing alcohol, I don't know if it'll show up as well. You can kind of see it more inside, but it's kind of spotty. There's like little spots that you can kind of see through. It's not too bad. Like maybe here's a lot here. So for this one, I would probably pour the paint back in and all over, coat it, and let it drip dry again. I wonder if maybe my rubbing alcohol wasn't dry enough, but I actually had better results without using that rubbing alcohol in the first place. And then just to show you how much extra paint we had and how much extra polyacrylic dripped out. So I used a bit and had a little bit of waste, but that's okay. Then I'm going to apply my vinyl decals to our hoods and put on our toppers. So I decided to keep it traditional, go with the red letters. For this one, obviously red wouldn't show up on my red glitter, so I did a gold color. You can use permanent vinyl or removable vinyl. These are plastic, so I would not use a heat transfer. It would melt them. I did decide to go with a removable, just so it's this matte vinyl versus a permanent vinyl tends to be a little bit more on the shinier side. And I wanted that matte look. I thought that would be nice, kind of more fitting for these conversation hoods. And since it's just going to be sitting on like a tree or inside decoration, then the removable vinyl is just fine. Now if you're going to put it outside somewhere, then I would use the permanent. But if it's going to be safe inside and not messed with too much, then the removable should be just fine. And we'll just transfer them onto our ornaments. Quick on my, if you go down below, I do have a link that'll take you to my library. It's free as long as you sign up for the email list. And if it's not for you, you can always unsubscribe, that's fine. But it has about 12 different sayings I made. I looked at conversation hurts and used those sayings, trying to get some good ones, just traditional ones, and a few others. So there's about 12 of them in this font here for you. If you do use those for some reason, I don't know if it's a new update or what it was, but I needed to, so like for this one here, if I just hit make it, it said kiss me across versus up and down like this. So you just have to select it and hit attach, which is in that bottom right hand corner of Cricut Design Space. Other devices, I don't know, some type of an attach for those as well. But that's all you have to do, and size it as well. I made mine 1.5 inches wide and just made sure it was no longer than 1.5 tall. That's what fit my ornaments, but make sure you measure yours for whatever size ornaments you find and get. So this is just some transfer tape. It's been well loved, so we'll see if it's had enough use or not. You just transfer it to the clear, and so you can easily transfer it to the ornaments. Go slow in case a lot of sticks. Usually I would cut this down too, but I think it'll be fine. And make sure you pick whichever side you think's the best. Oops. But I don't think it matters too much for here. Rub it off and slowly pull it away. And there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for those two and then add our tops and we'll be right back. So there's our conversation heart ornaments. I think they turned out really cute. You'll have to let me know down below what conversation saying is your favorite and which one of these you liked the best. It's kind of hard to tell. They're all so cute actually. But yeah, I actually don't particularly care for the conversation candies. Let me know down below if you do, but they're fun to craft with. I have also made a conversation cookie, so I'll try to remember to link that down below as well. I just added a red ribbon to hang them from, and actually I could probably paint the little tag topper, if like pink for that one, purple, and then like a red or glitter with glitter to make it match more if you wanted, or you could leave it like that, just kind of a extra thought I just had. But I hope you had fun crafting with me today, and I'll see you for our next craft later. Bye for now.